Okay, it's one of those jobs I've put off. My address book, I presume people still have address books. I always have, even in technology sort of era. And I had a lot of bits and pieces in front of my address book. I've only got stamps now, first and second class stamps, because what I've done is one of those jobs I've put off, but I sat down and I've transferred addresses and names and everything into my address books. Some are like emails, phone numbers and things like that. Although I can have them on my phone, I still like them in my address book. Like a Christmas card which had a change of address and things like that. Things that have come off of parcels and letters and things like that. So that is just one of the jobs that I've put off that I've completed. So every time I get up, I need to just straighten my back or walk about. As I say, this video is mostly about getting things done, especially when you're not feeling very well. A lot of these items are going to be things that I've put off, and maybe sitting down or something. So this one is one of my black boxes, my sorting out boxes. I have two of them. Not everything is mine. It might be things that I've picked off surfaces or anything and I need sorting. So every time I come by, I pick something out and say, and I do think where it's going to go, and if not, some things might have gone in the box that I had question marks on. And funny enough, whether it's the pain I'm in or the fact that I don't know whether I could be bothered to put it away or whatever, I'm making more split decisions what I'm keeping and what I'm not, and it's easier just to throw things in the bin. So I have got a few piles here. That's what I've just done on the address book. I've put the addresses on, so they will go in my box upstairs when I go up, and ready to be burnt in the garden incinerator. These things I haven't used. Normally I would have just got rid of them. These are money wallets. If I don't use them this year, I will get rid of them, where there is pieces that I could cut off if need be, but otherwise I might just donate them to the charity shop. And then I've just got some paperwork that needs to go upstairs to be filed away. I've got a couple of little bits coming there for hubby. There's a bulb there. I'm not sure what it's for. Now I'm saying when boxes of bulbs are coming in, sort of saying about writing on the boxes what they are for. Admittedly, I don't change bulbs, but it's one of those things, if you have to, you have to. So I need to know what bulbs belong to what. Also, it's a good idea to know what you're short of and everything. So we do have a box upstairs for bulbs, and then there's a piece of file paperwork and a receipt under there that I need to know whether he wants to keep it, whether it's actually worth filing it away. There's no point in filing it away if he doesn't want to keep it. Then I just got some of those command hook things that can still be used, so I'm going to put those in my command hook box. It's these sort of things that possibly been picked up. I'm sure everybody does this in a ketchup bowl or box or anything. When you finish sorting out, you end up with a lot of pieces, which is what these boxes are for. So I'm just trying to put bits and pieces away as and when I can. Another thing is I do make sure during my basics is to get the laundry done. A lot of this is underwear. There's a couple of t-shirts, so it's all sort of dark, and some my jogging bottoms. But the thing is, once this is in the machine and once it's washed, dried, I can sit and actually pair up the socks and everything. The thing is about the socks, I know for a fact they're my son's, and I know which are my husband's. And because they're all the same sort of socks, it's a lot easier just to pair them up. So there's not all this sort of flapping about and things, especially the work socks, not a problem. My son does have sort of socks for the weekends when he's not working, or should I say the days he's not working, and they usually character socks, so they're quite easy to pair up. But it's just one of those jobs I like to get at least one lot of washing done, even if my basics takes all day. And like I said, I am actually sorting a box out, which is on our dining room table, so it's at a comfortable height sort of thing. I'm making those split decisions, and if there is an item that needs to go upstairs, I just put it on the breakfast bar. Well, that bit of the bar where my extra tumble dryer is. As you can see, I've already cleared that little bit. I've just got to put those hooks away when I go round that way. So it's just getting those few bits and pieces done, especially if you've put things off that you can comfortably sort of even relax or sit down. So this is what this video is about. It's just pacing yourself, even if it takes you all day to get one job done that possibly a member of our family could probably get done in about 5 to 10 minutes. So this is another one of those jobs that I've put off. This was the February free magazine from Tesco's, you know, sharing what products that got coming out. Sometimes it has vouchers and things like that. But I knew that there was pieces I wanted to cut out. So every few minutes or something, I will sit here and I will cut things out, which is what I'm doing. So I'm cutting all these hearts out. This is mostly if you craft or even planner, journaling, scrapbooking, anything like that. You can cut almost anything out that you might want to use. So this is what I've done. Because this is the Valentine's February issue, there's a lot of things with flowers on. So this is going to be really good to use in whatever project you want to use. So I've cut these out, and things like this with love, and even this little giraffe with the heart and things like that. And I liked this bit that I cut out with the flowers. And then obviously now keep going back to this, cutting these hearts out of the front cover. So it means that I can get rid of magazines and things that I don't want. I will say these are not magazines I've purchased due to the fact that I haven't bought a magazine for years. The last one I purchased was the Christmas TV guide. That's all I tend to sort of purchase, because I find it cheaper actually and better value to purchase a book, even from the works, read it, then get rid of it if it's something that you're not going to refer back to. And also it's that time when I've cut pieces out, magazines that I'm going through. I've got a folder of pieces that I've cut out. This one is just how to organise your fridge. I know we all read or know how to organise a fridge, but sometimes I like to read these things so I can read it and then I can recycle it. So it's getting rid of magazines or pieces of paper, especially if you've kept something. So if you've got a recipe, put it in a binder or recipe book, whatever you plan to do, or stick it in a notebook, so that you can get rid of that magazine, and it saves a lot of space. And it's one of those things that I think all of us can agree we do put off. So I finished cutting those pieces out of my magazines. So what I tend to do is put bits and pieces in one of the old CD cases, because we don't tend to use them now. This is so I don't start putting bits of paper on my desk in my cubby and having to move things and then gets lost or screwed up or whatever. So this is just things that I've cut out of magazines or pieces of paper and things like that. So I can use this for any projects, scrapbooking, planning, anything like that, card making. So the ones that I've cut out are these ones with the flowers, the hearts, and obviously that giraffe. And it just corrals things. And these are what I can go to before I start possibly using anything else. So these bits can be used up, and I've got like these tags that was on a sheet that I got from Hobbycraft, and I sat and cut all those out, so they've gone in there and things like that. So it's just something that I thought I'd point out, again thinking out the box, and using these containers are great for crafting and everything like that, especially if you are a crafter. Just corrals everything that you might need rather than spread out and lose pieces. So just a little thing there, and like I said, I'm trying to, as I'm doing these little things, make sure that they go away where they should be and where I can find them. So I've got those two command hooks to go away. So that's this. I keep this little sort of tackle box in my bit drawer, and as you can see, different hooks and things. I've got some other hooks here that I've kept in the packaging at the moment because they've not been started. Also, we picked these up for the 2 mini canvases we had for Christmas, believe it or not, of our granddaughter and ourselves. I haven't used Wilko's make, but at the moment they're just propped up on the top shelf on the stairs with the rest of the pictures and where our DVDs are. So this is the sort of thing that I sort of say to corral things, so you know where everything is. I use these. I haven't actually put a picture hook up in so long, so this is a good way of putting things up and doesn't necessarily, I wouldn't say perfectly damage your walls, but I've not had a problem. But then again, I've only got painted walls. I haven't got any wallpaper or anything in our home, so I usually find this a good way of hanging mini artwork, you know, anything to do with on the wall. I found these pretty good, and very often, well, it should do that if you look on the packaging, it will tell you the weight that it will hold. So just a little thing, and obviously this way I'm not drilling in and I'm not knocking things into the walls and damaging them. So another thing I found in that black box that I'm sorting out is, I don't know if anybody else is like this, notes where I've written things down on notelets, bits of paper. This notebook here is going back quite some time. It's like DVDs, movies off of like Netflix and everything, books to read, anything like that, and going back quite some time. So what I've done is I've quickly flicked through that. I've gone through these and just jotted down, it might be just a sort of song or music, and what I'm doing is I am actually writing them at the back of my planner, and so I can get rid of this bit, and then if I need to find a particular song or you know, a book or a program or series or something that I know I've written down, I can put it in the back here so I can start fresh for this year. But as I said, I've gone through what I may, well, I presume I will want to keep as reference. Then I can either transfer it into my next planner for next year, or cross out what I don't want any longer, or if it's a book or a TV program series I've already watched, again, it can be crossed out, rather than have lots of bits of paper and notebooks like this. As I said, this is absolutely cram-packed full of notes and everything, and movies and things like that. So again, that's something else, and that now can be either recycled, or I can just put it in. Probably I will put it in with my stuff to be burnt, just in case there is anything that I've jotted down. You know, sometimes when I'm on the phone, say to the surgery or something, you know, whatever's at hand, you write down. So very often that's why I'm always checking bits of paper on the back or whatever to see that I haven't put any personal details. So anything off of here that had to go upstairs, or paperwork that had to be put in the box to be shredded or burnt, that's all in the games room now, and I'm so proud of myself. It's took all pigging day, but it's empty box. I will still leave this in our dining room. I've got plenty of rubbish in that bin. Some's been recyclable. That is my ketchup bowl that I take up and down the stairs, which is completely empty, so that is cleared. I've got a few more pieces over there in my leaving the home sort of category, and then I'm just left now with the laundry, a few pieces that obviously I've got washed, dried, and I think these were hung out, so it was nice. I managed to just about get them on the line and off the line once they were dry. And even hubby has actually gone through the few pieces that I'd left here and the paperwork, so that is a really good job. In fact, I was sort of sending him messages and pictures on WhatsApp so I could shift it, so I could get it done before he gets home even. So I thought if he replied back, it would be good, done and dusted and out the way, so I wouldn't have to bother him when he comes home. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.